This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Unette Gentry. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson. Today's news is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New service and repair. Call Gunny's 775-727-6800.
Welcome and thank you so much for joining us here on KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
So glad you could be here. I'm Unette Gentry. It's Tuesday, November 16th.
Nevada Highway Patrol is investigating a two-vehicle crash that happened this afternoon here in Pahrump.
Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, the Nye County Sheriff's Office, and Nevada Highway Patrol were dispatched to a two-vehicle crash at the intersection of Highway 160 and South Loop Road in Pahrump. The crash between a black SUV and a red minivan blocked both southbound travel lanes for a short time, but traffic was shifted into the center turn lane to keep vehicles moving through the area. Two people were transported to Desert View Hospital for treatment of non-life-threatening injuries. The Jeep SUV sustained significant front-end damage, and the left front wheel of the minivan was damaged by the impact.
The Salvation Army red kettles and the bell ringers are a familiar sight each holiday season. And Reva Braun helps organize the local fundraising effort. Right now, she's on the hunt for volunteers to ring bells starting this Thanksgiving weekend.
Our bell ring red kettle campaign starts on Black Friday, and we are going till Christmas. And we are looking for volunteers. It's part of the Salvation Army, but Kiwanis took over the scheduling for it. 3 years ago, when they had a new director come on board, he had no clue how to do it, and Dave and I just stepped up, and we've been doing it. So this is our 6th year doing scheduling, 3rd year doing full-time scheduling. So we're responsible for every volunteer that comes in and rings bells. Everybody has their own thing. So yes, you can bring as many people as you want. And I do have to, while I have you on camera, thank you for coming out and volunteering. You're one of our first volunteers to do it. And you can bring your animals, because we have people who like to bring their animals and dress their animals up. We have a Santa Claus coming out. We have a reindeer coming out one day. I have some elves coming, people dressing as elves. The more you get into costume and get into the act, the more money we make. All I want is 2 hours of your life. They can call me at 727-0911. And I have to tell you, every penny in that kettle goes to things in this town. Not to salaries to me, not to John. It doesn't go to Vegas. The money stays here.
Well, I'm super excited to do that. Well, the Nevada Department of Transportation is applauding the signing of a new 5-year federal infrastructure funding bill, which will support the department's ability to maintain and build the state's vast network of roads, highways, and bridges. The funding bill will provide $2.5 billion to the Nevada State Highway Fund over the course of 5 years. Over the next year, that will mean an additional $83.5 million, an approximate 21% increase in federal transportation funding allocated to Nevada. Funding will ultimately increase to $520.7 million in fiscal year 2026, a 31% increase over current funding when the legislation expires. Also included in the transportation bill is funding for a bridge preservation to help maintain the state's more than 2,100 bridges amid a $171 million backlog in bridge preservation work statewide. Established transportation priorities developed within the 1-year Nevada plan to make performance-based decisions on future transportation projects and programs to support Nevada mobility, safety, jobs, and economic development. Priorities include meeting long-term needs of all transportation users, such as bicyclists, motorcyclists, pedestrians, and public transit users, with a well-preserved, sustainable, and safe state transportation system supporting the state's economy.
Well, the Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies have been very busy lately, pulling over drivers for minor violations. But instead of receiving a ticket, some lucky drivers got a Thanksgiving surprise. Brett Francis reports.
Ryan Muccio, Sheriff Sharon Worley, and Deanna O'Donnell from News 25 joined together once again to hold the annual event we named 7 years ago, Ticket or Turkey. The program helps teach safety to drivers on our roadways and also spread some holiday cheer. The object is to pull over vehicles that have a minor infraction, discuss how they can improve their driving habits or fix things on the vehicle to be safer. Then, instead of a ticket, police give them a warning and a holiday turkey that was donated from members of the community. In the past, Ryan Muccio, who works at Inspiration Senior Living, has donated, with the Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies, the sheriff herself, and even Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue's Scott Lewis buying turkeys. This year, Estate Auctions 411 purchased the turkeys. Ski Sensky and Ronnie Gibson got together and purchased 60 turkeys that were distributed all over Nye County for NCSO officers to hand out. Ryan and Deanna went with Sheriff Sharon Worley and Sergeant Alan Shrimp Sunday to ask drivers if they'd like a ticket or a turkey.
I am like so excited. This is awesome. Those guys are amazing. You guys.
Turkey?
Yes, hand out turkey and made me aware, hey, make sure you stop before you pull out. So
you scared me so bad. I was like, what in the world am I doing wrong?
Just little things.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You guys have a great day.
You too.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I appreciate the turkey.
Thank you. How do you like getting a turkey instead of a ticket?
Great and wonderful. Great and wonderful. I never had that done before. So yeah.
Everybody's gonna see me on TV now.
Just don't run red lights.
I'm sorry.
How many people get pulled over
Well,
for 3 violations and don't even get a ticket?
And you didn't get a ticket. As you eat that turkey, just think about stopping.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll yell at other people to stop too. Sorry. All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
It was kind of awkward at first.
You happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Can you use a turkey?
I can use a turkey.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
We've been giving out tickets or turkeys for minor traffic infractions and things wrong with your car. We've stopped quite a few people, and we've given away quite a few turkeys. Is a traffic awareness program, and this year it was sponsored by Estate Auctions 411, and we really appreciate it. They donated 60 turkeys, 30 for down here and 30 for up north, so we've covered Amargosa, Beatty, Tonopah, Round Mountain.
We hope everyone has a happy Turkey Day until Christmas, when we plan on conducting the Handcuffs or Ham Patrol with the Nye County Sheriff's Office.
We'll be right back.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
Well, before the break, we told you about ticket or turkey, but there is also another Thanksgiving turkey giveaway. Quality Signs and Designs is having a Thanksgiving dinner giveaway. All you need to do is go to Quality Signs Facebook page, find the post explaining the giveaway, tag yourself or a friend. You can also comment on that post about what your favorite Thanksgiving tradition is. Share that post, follow Quality Signs and Designs on Facebook. The winner will be announced on Monday, November 22nd. Right after this break, we'll have your sports.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, congratulations again to the Pahrump Valley High School girls soccer team for recently becoming state championships. Doug Ferber has more on that and other sports goals right now.
Hello, sports fans. When I first went to see the Pahrump Valley High School girls soccer team at Faith Lutheran of Summerlin in late August, Julie Carrington's girls seemed not so impressive, losing 6-0. Before the game, I asked Carrington what she thought of her team, and she mentioned quite a few of her girls, including Adriana Avina, Kiara Ramos, and her sophomore goalkeeper, Avery Moore. Carrington was very optimistic for the season, telling me that they should do well this year. I left the game before halftime, and the girls were trailing 1-0 and wondering why Carrington seemed so positive. As it turns out, being new to the Pahrump and Las Vegas areas, Faith Lutheran, a 5A private school, were a perennial powerhouse and 2 divisions higher than PVHS. Faith Lutheran went on to lose in the state 5A championship game last Saturday to Coronado High School 1-0. You know the story of the Lady Trojans. They reeled off 19 straight wins after that first game and took the state 3A title last Saturday. So much for first impressions, right? Way to go, Lady Trojans. We are transitioning to the winter sports season. Basketball and wrestling are starting up with the season beginning right after the upcoming holidays. I caught up with wrestling coach Craig Rieger on Saturday. He said he has lots of athletes coming out for the team this year.
Hey, today was our first day of the wrestling season. We got roughly around 60 boys out there and 7 girls. They're working hard. We're teaching a lot of technique and strategy, and then it's basically, we got to get to work, and it's nothing but hard work. So we're excited for the season.
Saturday night, the Las Vegas Golden Knights skated past the Vancouver Canucks 7-4 for their 3rd straight win, 2nd straight of the 5-game homestand. The Canucks jumped out to a quick 2-0 lead in the first period, but penalties gave the Knights a 2-player advantage late in the first period, giving the Knights a golden opportunity as they scored to end the period, trailing 2-1. From there, the 2 teams seesawed and were tied at 4 in the 3rd period when the Knights scored 3 straight to secure the win. The Golden Knights host the Detroit Red Wings tonight, with the puck set to drop at 7 p.m. The UNLV Rebel football team earned its 2nd straight win Saturday, beating Hawaii 27-13 at Allegiant Stadium. The Rebels are now 2-8 for the season. UNLV hosts 23rd-ranked San Diego State Friday night. The Las Vegas Raiders are in a downward spiral, and I say that with as much good intentions as I can, after losing their 2nd straight Sunday to the Kansas City Chiefs 41-14. The Raiders were briefly tied with the Chiefs at 7, but the Chiefs behind quarterback Patrick Mahomes, who threw for 405 yards and 5 touchdowns, easily outplayed the Raiders to take a half-game lead in the AFC West over both the Raiders and Chargers, who now sport 5-4 records. The Raiders host the Cincinnati Bengals next Sunday. Kickoff is set for 1:05 p.m. If you have any athletes, inspirational stories, or ideas, email me at dougf@kpvm25.tv. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks so much, Doug. Well, has raking leaves and fall yard work got you feeling like a weekend warrior? If you're not careful, that load on your lumbar can cause some strain. Cleveland Clinic chiropractor Drew Swartz says when it comes to preventing back pain, a dynamic warm-up is key.
Luckily, when it comes to travel, I think the tips haven't really changed throughout the pandemic. We just know the risks are lower now with a bigger chunk of the population vaccinated. So just any kind of travel we do is safer than it was a year ago.
Dr. Joseph Khabbaza is a pulmonologist for Cleveland Clinic. He says even though traveling is safer now, it's still important to get vaccinated if you haven't already. That's going to be your best form of protection from the virus. And if you're nervous about flying with your family, you could always opt to drive instead, which can help reduce the risk for transmission. When it comes to other safety measures, he says make sure to wear a mask in crowded spaces, social distance when possible, and regularly wash your hands. But what about toddlers who can't get vaccinated? Should their parents be concerned?
The risks overall are very low to them, but the biggest risk of for a toddler getting COVID-19 is actually to their parents and grandparents, the people that they are going to be with the most. So that's something that, family members and extended family members should consider for holiday gatherings.
Dr. Khabbaza says deciding whether to travel really comes down to your own personal risk tolerance. If going somewhere makes you feel uneasy, it's probably best to just stay home this year.
Turning back now to more local news, there's a lot happening in the Nye County School District. With this week's student news, here's Louis Sposato.
Hello guys, I'm Louis Sposato, a senior here at Pahrump Valley High School, and I'm here to give you some exciting information. For starters, Friday from 6 to 9 is our Sadie's Hopkins dance. Please buy your tickets online. We will not accepting physical tickets. Also, a reminder that singles tickets are $5 and couple tickets are $8. If you have trouble purchasing tickets by yourself, Mr. Williams is in the cafeteria to help those students in need. Also, during our first period is our canned food drive. We'll have Braun boxes for students who would like to donate any non-perishable food items to local food banks in the town. Also happening outside of the high school this weekend is the Powwow, where we celebrate our Native American heritage in Pahrump. It's happening at the corner of Basin and Highway 160, and it's open to the public, so please support this festival. Also, congrats to girls soccer for winning their state championship. I'll see you next time.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Live look outside at the beautiful skies. Now here's John Kohler with your weather.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios with hair absolutely on fire. Looking good tonight. Absolutely no product. This is just a voodoo curse that just won't quit. Let's take a look at the weather, though. Up and down the state of Nevada, we're hugging close to about 62 degrees from Fernley all the way down to Goldfield. Beatty, you're up to 76 degrees. Good job, Beatty. Way to go. Out in Amargosa, 80 degrees. Wonderful. 77 in Las Vegas and a scant 87 degrees out in Death Valley. But here in the Paradise of Pahrump, it was nice earlier. We got a little cooling going on, 52 degrees. Currently is our temperature, and we are heading down to freezing temperatures tonight with a low of 27 degrees, winds out of the north to 6 miles per hour. And you're going to feel it a little bit in your bones because that humidity is up to 63%. Sun will rise tomorrow in all its glory and promise for a new day at 6:43 a.m., And we're heading for just a high of 50 degrees tomorrow. That's all you get. 30 degrees for a low. It's time to start covering some of those plants at night. Things are going to get a little dicey for them. Humidity at 44%. Yeah, you're going to feel every inch of that cool weather coming at you as we head into the week. And look at all these clouds. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, cloudy. And then we get like a little donut of sunshine on Sunday. Something to look forward to. And basically temperatures hugging pretty close to the mid-50s. We get a little bit warmer on Friday. It's going to be an outstanding Friday and a wonderful weekend. But just lots of clouds and temperatures. Not really impressing anybody around here, is it? I think we found winter. We found winter. Congratulations to us all. All right, back to the desk. Here's Deanna.
Good night.
Good night.